Greetings, welcome back. It is Trent with Trent Plays, doing another live unboxing with you today. Got my Stormtrooper top on, my Grogu hat, so it is going to be Star Wars themed. This is something I've wanted since I was a child, actually. A character, the Scout Trooper, the biker scout, whatever you've heard him called different things over the years. I remember as a child seeing this character, it not really probably being involved or knowledgeable about Star Wars at the time, but just thinking it was such a cool, iconic look. Over the years, as I became more familiar with Star Wars and who the characters were, and that Scout Troopers were pretty much interchangeable, and there were masses of them. The character wasn't necessarily as cool maybe as I thought, but that never changed for me the design, the look of the entire get up, but especially the helmet. So very excited to acquire these. I did buy two, one to have and open, wear, etc., and another one for future designation, whether that be a gift or giveaway of some kind, or to sell it, whatever the case may be. I got a good enough deal on it that I felt like getting two was the right move, as it usually is. A little bit more backstory. I was just kind of looking through AliExpress and sites like that where I've gotten some helmets before, and did come across the Scout Trooper helmet for the first time. They do offer one there, which is about, I think, between $50 and $60, the normal for their helmet. The reason I opted for these that were a little bit more, and I'll get to the price, I'll have to look it up on them, about $100 each, not quite that. The reason I opted for these is because the AliExpress, much like all of the helmets I've gotten from them, is just kind of a one-piece sort of PVC. I think maybe they call that injection molding. Whatever it is, it would have been similar to that and not opened up. For the little bit of money that you would save, I opted for the Black Series. Feel like that was, from my experience, those have been good props, good replica look to them. And for a favorite helmet, one that I'm sure will go down as a continued favorite with this edition, I felt like it was worth spending the extra money to get that Black Series, knowing that I've been pleased with their products before. So without further ado, the box, because there are two in here, and they should have their respective boxes, didn't really quite fit in the frame, so I'll have to kind of probably turn it and cut it open live so you can see me to do that carefully so as not to scratch any of the contents. I'll just kind of put it behind me, maybe stand next to it like I've done before. So we'll jump to that point here. All right, so we've got that sort of framed up here. Let's see if we can move that back just a little bit. Get this slice open. There is the box. Let me set this. So now I'll just take a minute and see which of these boxes is in the best shape. Have that to be the one that I set aside, and then I'll open one of these live. All right, we're back. So I've cut the tape here to see if I can open this the best possible way without damaging it. Now, will I go back and buy the AliExpress one? Possibly, just to be able to show it. And it's a cheap alternative to take, to a con out of state or something. That's pretty cool, you got to admit. So I think there's a component that probably goes on the back. This will maybe make sounds and do some different things, which we'll investigate a little bit further here. I do want to put it on. So that's cool that it opens up like that. It's pretty cool. I realize this isn't the right top. It's just what I had. It's actually a pajama top. So it's not the. So one day I do want to do this full costume, and it's actually probably easier to put together than a Stormtrooper one. So get some close-ups, look down, inside, see if we can figure out what other features it has. Do the normal flyby of not only the helmet itself, but the packaging and all of that. And then we'll come on back and wrap it all up. All right, so as promised, let's get some close-ups. Let's talk price details, things of that nature. First off, going to show you the box. I am going to end up having to put this back on because I discovered that not only does it have a little chin strap thing, which you'll see back here when I go over to the helmet more, that you can attach, but it also, once you put some batteries in, I believe has some voice effect. So I was noticing that in the instructions, and it probably talks about some of that here. You can see the chin strap there, that the visor opens, distorts the wearer's voice, it says, to sound like a scout trooper. So that's pretty neat. I'm definitely going to have to do that and put this back on. So that's the box. They always do a really good job on these Black Series helmets. They've given you a really nice box to have and to keep. And then here we have the actual helmet. Once more, I'll kind of do a close-up. So this goes on the back in that spot once you put in the batteries. This attaches in as a chin strap for you. See if we can look down in there. Oh, there was a little padding as well, and this padding would go up in there to make that a little more comfortable. I had the beanie on earlier, so I didn't actually need that, but that would go up in there. But you see, even down inside these Black Series helmets, they do put some detail to them, which I respect and appreciate. I think that's pretty neat. Not something they would have to do. The fact that they choose to, kind of good fan service there. Again, this is cool because it does open, something that the AliExpress helmet, I'm sure, does not do. But again, I may consider purchasing one of those. As far as price, I did just look this up. I bought these on eBay. I bought them from just a seller who had the best price, basically. And for both of them, I paid $189 and 51 cents, so call it $190 or $95 a piece, which I thought was pretty reasonable, pretty fair price for what I see these sometimes go for and what they will likely potentially go for in the future. So let me get this fully assembled, get some batteries in it, and do one more fitting. All right, so I've added the batteries. They go behind this back panel here, and then there's a few screws in there, and that's supposed to modify your voice. I put in the padding up there and the chin strap. So I'm going to flip my camera back around, try this on one more time, and then wrap it all up. All right, we're back doing some bonus coverage because I've got everything reattached now, or attached, got batteries in it. So we're going to see how that looks with the strap. And we're going to try out the voice modulator thing. Tighten that up at some point. Okay. Come with me. What do they say? What's something that they actually say? Anyway, so that's what it sounds like with the modulator on. You can turn it off and just talk like normal, but it sounds pretty cool. And like I said, someday might do the whole costume. This at least looks pretty good, I guess, for now, based on what I have. But I've already shot the wrap-up segment of this, and so now we'll just go ahead and jump to that point. All right, and so that's going to be a wrap for the Black Series, Star Wars The Black Series, Scout Trooper helmet from Star Wars, from Return of the Jedi, and other various Star Wars subsequent to that. Again, like I said, I would have been introduced to it. So I was born in '79. Jedi came out in '83. Probably saw it on network television when I was, 5 or 6 in the early mid '80s. Being unfamiliar with the character, just knowing that that's a cool helmet, still holds true today. 40 some years later. I think it's really awesome. I felt like it was a killer deal. And yeah, put it on one last time. And before I do that, I do want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel if you do, or if you don't. I hope that you'll consider doing so. But more than any of all of that, I just hope you have a great day. And we will see you the next time around. Come in.
I thought I'd heard you finish your thing. I'm